Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to show you the new update from Flightscope Mevo Plus on the FS app. So basically now you can not only know about your location and the conditions of your location obviously, and know the carry distance, but you can also enter any location in the world and see what are those conditions. Now the thing that it could help you with for me is like if I know I'm playing 2 hours away at a certain course, maybe in elevation, I can know exactly how the ball is going to react. I can know if the carry distance is going to be a little more or a little less, and then basically I can make my decisions based on that. I do have a few courses that I play in altitude, so I'm actually really curious to see exactly what are the differences. The way it works, don't make the mistake of going into the settings here, the general settings, and go into environment. It's not going to work that way. So what you have to do is just connect your Mevo Plus, then go into the full swing session or whatever you're doing, and just get everything set up there, start new session, and then from there you're going to go on the top there where it says weather conditions. But basically what you can do is you can go into, I'll show you, go into that on the mode there, and you see where I picked the golf course there. You can go in there, and I already downloaded a few courses there where I normally play. So I'm going to show you the difference in some of these courses. So I'm going to choose a course that I normally play, Tezino, the first one, okay, which is a little bit on elevation. So now it's going to tell me exactly my distance here and my distance at that course there. So I'm going to pick like a, let's pick like an 8 iron. Okay, so I have an 8 iron, and you're going to see there's like 2 slots in the carry distance there. One is going to be for here, and one is going to be for the location that I chose, which is Tezino Golf, which is a little bit in elevation. For me, it's always been, I think it's half a club, I would say. We'll find out. So I was never sure actually, so should be interesting. Let me hit a shot. It's an 8 iron. It may change, it may vary depending on the iron, or you know, if you hit a drive as well, maybe it's different. But let's find out. Okay, so 44.9, and at the course it will be 47.5. So 44, 45, 46, 40. So 3 yards more. I would think it would be more. So 3 yards. So what you can do with that information, you can just take that into account when you play in that course. I know that it's going to go just a little more. Obviously it depends on how you hit it. I got all the information there, but let's see if it changes or if it's always going to be like those extra 3 yards. Hit another one. All right, let's see. 148, a little draw. And it looks like it's always going to be just like 3 yards more. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, so that's 3 yards with an 8 iron. Let me pick like a 5 iron and see if it's going to be 3 yards or if it's going to be a little different. I'm not sure what to expect. I'm assuming that it will be 3-4 yards more. Let's see. Or is it going to be 3 yards for everything? I'm not sure. It's probably a percentage. Okay, this went a little bit to the right. And let's see. This was only, no, yeah, so it's always going to keep those 3 yards. That's quite interesting. Regardless of how I hit it, it's always going to be 3 yards. Okay, so I did hit another shot, and it gave me a carry of 176 and 179.2 for the course that I had chosen. So it's going to be 3 yards. So apparently it's always going to be 3 extra yards regardless of what club you hit. Not sure if that's how that works, but what you can do now, you don't have to keep hitting shots. All you got to do is just go into the mode, and then you can select another location. Now there's another place that I play a lot that it could be a little more elevated, I think. Rendena. Let's look at that. Let's see if it changes. Now I'm curious to see. I always thought it was half a club here too. And okay, no, actually on this one, if we look at the 5-iron, it's only it's about 2 yards. Let's look at the 8-iron that I hit before. So I can go back into the 8-iron and it should be able to give me what I hit before. Okay, so 45 to 40, yeah, so 2 yards basically. So in one course again 2 yards, on the other course again 3 yards. So that could be information that I can use. I can already know that it's going to carry just a little more, so it could be useful. Now let's see if there's another course here where I normally play tournaments. Is Cherbourg right there. I'm assuming it's about the same. Let's see, let's just confirm that. And actually it's a little less. Okay, it's just a little less, like 1 yard less. So that could be interesting too. So when I play there, I know that it's going to be 1 yard less. Now here there's other options as well if you want to look at the wind, but that's going to be a little difficult, because if you turn on the wind, then it's going to basically go into your unit and see which direction you're hitting into. So I don't think that's going to be helpful in any way, in my opinion. So the only thing that will be helpful here is the location, and I think it's something interesting that can help players. For me, the only way I see this helping me is when I play tournaments. So I know that where I played that tournament there, in one course I'm going to gain 2 yards, on the other one is going to be 1 yard less, and so I can have that in the back of my mind and be prepared for that. So somewhat it could be helpful in my opinion. Obviously it depends on how you hit the shot, but it's something that you can keep in mind. I think it will make more sense if you play like in really high elevation or in the desert, and then find out there exactly, you know, if it's going to be 1 club, 2 clubs. But to be honest, I thought that the course right there where I play in Rendena, where it says 2 yards more, I thought that I was almost like half a club. So I was kind of wrong there, and that kind of like clears my doubt. All right guys, so that was just a quick video on the new update from Flightscope Mevo Plus, the FS app. I found that to be, you know, it could be very useful for some people. Depends on how you use it, depends on where you live. I think, you know, if you live in Georgia and you're gonna go play in like, you know, California or in Florida or up north, then you can be, if you have the Mevo Plus, you can enter the location where you're gonna be playing and then find out if it's going to be a little different. And I think sometimes you're going to be surprised that it's going to be a lot different than what you think it will be. And so it could be helpful in that matter. For me, I think, you know, 2 yards, 3 yards more is good to know, but I'm not sure how much that's really going to help me in my tournaments. But actually, that's interesting that I thought it was a little more. So now I know that I should play, you know, close to the club that I play, because I normally play just a little less, and I think that explains why a lot of times I was short. So I need to always play like the same club. So guys, this is the latest update from Flightscope Mevo Plus, the FS app. I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure to leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so. Thanks for watching guys, until next time.